Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys, we are doing a repair on a Sony Vo-5800. This is a older unit with the shuttle and search on it. Actually, a customer actually dropped this off from El Paso, and anyways, we just finished changing out belts and various other things, and we're doing the alignments and the re-greasing of this unit. And like I said, guys, if you don't use these 3/4 pneumatics and you leave them sit for a long period of time, the grease gets very hard, and it's an awful lot of places where there's grease, like in the loading ring, in the loading arm, the spindles. I mean, there's like a lot of places you gotta re-grease and take the thing apart to actually get this thing moving again. But once the grease gets hard on these units and the belts dry out and start cracking and everything else, these machines turn to goo just from sitting. Majority of these decks you see on eBay, they've all been in warehouses. Sitting in warehouses, they haven't been used probably for 10 years or more, most likely. So a lot of these places that are buying up this equipment, like 3/4 pneumatics and Betacam SPs, a lot of these things are being bought up by companies who buy this stuff and they stick them in a warehouse, okay? And then they sit for a long period of time, besides the length of the time that they have not been used. Everything dries out on these things. The belts, the grease, everything gets really hard. Just like a bicycle or a car. Just like a car, if you don't change your oil after a certain period of time, your engine's going to go to hell. Oil and lubrication is very, very important to broadcast decks, and so is all the rubber parts that's on these things. If the rubber ages due to heat or bad environments, they start to crack, they start to slip, or they just break right off. And then at that point, you have to replace all the rubber and re-grease. I mean, it takes a day or so to work on these machines due to the fact of sitting and age and every frickin' thing else. So when I take one of these apart, like I said, I pretty much know all the points where you got to take it apart, replace the belts, all the greasing points, all the alignment points. There's a lot of spots on this machine that have to be re-greased, aligned, and all that. And if the loading ring gets thrown out of place due to a jam, or somebody trying to force load it and it won't load, and the ring gets pulled out of place where it doesn't belong, I have to reset that. And you have to do an adjustment to reset it and get it back to where it belongs. So there's a lot of repairs on these machines. It's an easy fix. Yes, it's an easy fix when you know what you're doing. But I've been doing these a long time, so I can get through these pretty quick. But I like to be thorough on it because these machines do take a beating. They've been sitting for a very, very, very long time on some of these. Some of these I get where everything is lock solid. Nothing will move on them at all, and you have to redo them completely. And it's not easy to do. But this is a Sony Vo-5800. And as you can see, it's playing relatively good. Got a test tape in there, some football game type of test tape. This is a very nice unit. I guess this machine is going to be given to an archive or a museum or a library or something. It's being donated, but they're getting it serviced first. And so I'm going through the machine, changing out what's bad on it. And I want to thank the customer for thinking of me and getting this to me in such a prompt manner. He came out late last night. He had a 7-hour drive from El Paso, and they're just passing through to go to California, San Diego, I believe, or San Francisco. And then he's going to pick this up on the round trip on the 3rd, so he can load it up in his car and take it back with him. So I'm getting a lot of people who are getting around the shipping situation because a lot of people don't want to ship this stuff because of cost or damage, or it's just a real pain in the ass to package these things the proper way. I get it. So we do get people who are actually driving them out because they want to get them fixed and they just don't trust shipping. But anyways, this is a relatively good older unit, and just for playing back tapes and doing some quick conversions, this is a nice unit to work with. Plays pretty good. It's got very, very nice playback. And anyways, he came out from El Paso, 6 to 7 hour drive. He dropped it off on the way through to California, and he's going to be returning back to my location on the 3rd or the 4th to pick this unit up to take it back with them. I mean, it eliminates the shipping all the way around. It's like perfect timing for this guy. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.